Caroline from CarolineVenzel.com here, and I am here today for a super special video that I am doing in collaboration with my friend Sami from A Sunny Side Up Life, all about sinking funds. Now, if you guys don't know what a sinking fund is, it's basically an account that you put things in, you put your money into over time so that you don't have to basically chalk out a giant amount of money from your checking account, or, if you have a surprise repair, hint, hint, that's what I'm going to be talking about. It doesn't completely ruin your bank account, and you never have to really stress out too much about these kinds of surprise bills or once in a while bills or things that will eventually inevitably happen bills. Sami and I are doing this collaboration. I'm sharing my 5. Sami is sharing her 5. Link in the description below to see Sami's 5 because she's awesome sauce and I love her 5 as well. But I wanted to share with you my 5 favorite things to save for sinking funds. Number 1 on my list is I always save up for gifts for my family. So whether it is for Christmas or for birthdays, Halloween, Easter, whatever it is that you save up for, make sure that you have a sinking fund for it. I have a sinking fund for Christmas for our whole family. What we do is we have a budget of $100 per person in our family of 6. So we need $600 for that account. Whether it is $600 that you choose or maybe it's $1,200. Let's choose $1,200 because Caroline can't do math this early in the morning. If you choose $1,200 inside of your Christmas sinking fund, if you start saving today for next year, that gives you a whole 12 months to save up. That means that you only have to save up $100 a month. That's $25 a week. That seems so much more doable than realizing that it's November and you haven't saved up any money yet. So when you start to plan ahead for these kinds of things, then you can see how much better it is to save up little bits over time. So that's number 1 is for Christmas. For gifts of any kind, I make sure that we have a special sinking fund for each person in our family. Number 2 is upgrades to technology when they kick the bucket. I will show you my embarrassing phone because it is so embarrassing. You can't really see it, but it's got a giant crack. Why? Because I can't go to Best Buy right now. But the good news is when I replace this bad boy, I have a sinking fund for it. Now, this is a newer phone, so I really shouldn't have needed to save up for that. But my husband, for example, has an older iPhone. I know that that thing's going to kick the bucket. I know that between the two of us, we're going to have a cracked screen and we're going to need to replace that. Thank goodness, though, that I have this sinking fund for that money to go into over time in preparation for when that technology kicks the bucket. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be phones. It could be your computer. My computer, I just had to upgrade this one because my other one was from 2012. That gives me plenty of time to know that I need to save up for a new computer. So little by little, again, $25 a week or so, lets me save up money intentionally, knowing the technology that we use every single day is going to fail eventually, and we're going to need to replace it. So if you plan ahead, you're never going to be taken by surprise, and it will give you plenty of time to save up without ever having to go into credit card debt, which is a win-win for me. Number 3 is vet bills. I have 3 cats and a dog, and they're all getting a little bit older. It's inevitable, like we're going to have to deal with vet bills every once in a while, whether it's an emergency or it's their routine checkups. Their routine checkups are obviously expensive. If you have a pet, you understand. We save every month for our vet bills because we know that even if it's just their annual visit, if we only ever go for their annual visit, it's still a lot of money out of my pocket. So I make sure that I have that sinking fund specifically for those animals so that they can get the vet help that they need without me ever being surprised by the end of the vet visit when they're like, that's $500. Don't have that. What can I do? Can I wash some dishes? I don't have to worry about that. And that way I know that I can take care of my animals without it stretching my budget a whole lot and be able to save up for it over time. So if you have any animals, make sure that you have a vet bill sinking fund. Number 4 is house repairs. We live in a house that was built in 1912. That means that inevitably there are going to be house repairs. No matter when your house was built, you're always going to have repairs. It's like the joys of home ownership that they don't tell you. By the way, you're going to be repairing your house all the time. The good news is that you can plan ahead for those kinds of things within reason. You should know that you should probably be saving at least like $100 a month in repair money if you have an older house. If you have a newer house, you probably don't have to worry that much. But once you have an older house, things like pipes and radiators and any number of things become kind of problematic. Even if you do have a newer house though, Houses need roofs repaired. Houses need gutters. Houses have problems in the basement. There's a leak. These kinds of things can really derail your budget if you're not careful. And that's why making sure that you have those kinds of things in a sinking fund can really, really help you. Even if it doesn't cover the entire cost, because sometimes we got an estimate for a roof repair once that was $20,000.
What?
Can you imagine? Now, typically, you wouldn't be able to save that kind of money immediately, right? But if you have this kind of sinking fund where you're putting money away in anticipation of needing to use it in the future, it will cushion the blow. It will help you to make sure that you do not completely wreck your finances. So definitely make sure that if you have a house, if you are a homeowner, that you are putting money into a home repairs sinking fund, because you're gonna need it eventually. And number 5, vacations. This is my absolute favorite sinking fund. And people think that I'm crazy, but I really do love going on vacation with our family. Every year, our vacations look a little bit different than some people. Our vacations include going to the beach. When we make a budget, when we make these sinking funds, we are telling our money to be used for what we feel is most important to us. Going on vacation as our family is important to me and to my family. Every year, I make sure that I am saving up little by little every single month into a vacation sinking fund so that we can go on vacation as our big family of 6. So each year we go to the beach, and each year in August, once that vacation is over, I start rebuilding that sinking fund, because that is that important to us to make sure that we are able to pay cash for these vacations that we take. Now, as our kids get older, as our needs change, that might look a little bit different. But for now, that's what we do, is we put just a little bit each month. Even if it is $25 a week, you can still wind up saving a lot of money over the course of a year. I do more because, again, it depends on where you go to vacation and what vacation looks like to you. To us, it's just a beach house. We just get a house that's right on the beach, and it's beautiful and we love it, and it's exactly what we all need as a family. Whether your vacations look a little bit different than mine or whatever it is, I still love to have vacation sinking funds. It's a fun account to put money in. Who doesn't love the concept of this money is so that I can go to Ireland, to Disney World, to wherever it is that you guys want to go to. Whatever it is, maybe it's that you want to have a 10-year wedding anniversary or 20-year wedding anniversary in wherever it is that you want to go to. Cabo, Puerto Rico, Maya Riviera. Wherever you choose to go for your vacation, make sure that you're saving up for it now so that you can pay it in cash and then never have to worry about it and truly enjoy yourself without having to worry about you just digging yourself deeper into debt. It is something that you can totally do a few dollars a month at a time. Those are my 5 things. If you want to hear 5 more sinking funds that you can have to make sure that you are preparing yourself for the future, go over to the link below in the description to my friend Sami's video where she shares with you her 5 tips on how to save inside of sinking funds and where you should be saving them. If you like this video, click the like button, leave a comment letting me know what is your sinking fund that you are saving for. Subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.